What is up, Financial Freedom Fast fam? Bonjour, Financial Freedom Fast fam. I just got back from yoga in Paris. It's amazing. I've been doing yoga every single day. And I'll tell you what, their practice is so strong around here. The classes are so hard. If you are someone that lifts only, and I used to only do weight training, try yoga. Yoga is so hard. It'll make you more flexible. It'll actually make you stronger in the gym because you learn your body more. You learn where your muscles are. You learn where to push from. You learn where you need to stretch if you want to get the most flexion out of your muscle. So that's great. Just got back from yoga. It is amazing. And here in Paris, I don't speak the language. So I have just been following body movements, so that's a whole new thing that my mind has had to learn and I have to adapt to, and it's exciting, it's challenging, it's something that is pushing me and taking me out of my typical routine that I do. And that is one thing that we are going to dive into today on why traveling, specifically solo traveling, and getting out of your routine is good for the soul and good for you and amazing for your business and amazing for your life and amazing for the people around you that are just so used to you. Now, this is more specifically, you can travel with someone else, right? But a lot of these things will that I talk about will happen when you are out on your own. Now, this is for traveling over 2 weeks. And why do I say that? Because when you travel for a week or under 2 weeks or under really, it seems like a vacation. It doesn't seem like you've really had time to settle in and you're like here for such a long time and you actually have to live there, not be there for a week and a half and oh, we're almost done. So we need to pack in all this stuff and make it so hectic. Live there and relax there and be in it. So why is traveling good? So day to day, when you are living at home, doing your thing, doing your work, whatever you're doing, day to day life, we get caught in the same old routines, and then those become habits, and our habits run our lives. We become like robots to our habits. We are following what they do. Oh, I'm Matt. I wake up every day and then I brush my teeth and then I meditate and then I'll do a quick thing of yoga, 10 minutes, and then I'll take my dog for a walk and then I will go to the gym and then I'll do some type of work in the afternoon and then I'll probably go to yoga later at night, and then I will eat because I've been fasted all day. I will go to the grocery store, get my food, eat my food, go to sleep, and then I will do that all over again tomorrow. Or if yoga or something like that is at a different time, it'll just be at a different time. I'll adapt around that. And then my weeks will become habits for me based on those time zones. You become a robot and you do these things over and over and over again. And it's like your mind is just programmed to do it. You don't even have to think about doing it. And at that point, are you really there? Are you really the one that is doing it if this subconscious habit has just taken over your life and told you, this is what we do today. Don't worry about it. Sit back. We will just do the same thing that we do every week. That is not living. To live is to put yourself into different situations that forces your mind to think and build and adapt to where you are. One way to get out of these habits is to switch things up big time because a habit likes everything to be the same. That's what a habit is. We do the same thing over and over again and it becomes a habit. So let's switch that up. How do we switch that up? We switch everything up. And there's no excuse for this, especially if you can work from home remotely for doing this solo travel for over 2 weeks. So how do we switch things up big time? New place, new time zone, new people, new scenery, new grocery store, new gym, new routine, new food, new everything. This makes you realize that you are simply just stuck in a pattern when you go out here. Now you have the opportunity when you travel, especially if you're doing solo travel. Let's say you're doing it for a month, which is how long I am in Paris. It literally forces you to create an entirely new life for yourself. I am at this place for 1 month, 2 months. I need to create my life here. But the best thing about that is when you're creating a new life, when you're traveling, you get to decide because everything is out the door from your past. You can literally decide what you want your life to look like because everything is changing. So you might as well change it for the best for you. So, what routines do you want? What habits do you want to build? What workouts do you want to do? What things do you want to read? What food do you want to eat? What spiritual practices do you want to do? What is the change in your life that you want to make? And what do you want to create in yourself? When everything is changing, you might as well change everything. How do you want your life to be? It's easy to not fall back into old patterns when you're traveling because everything is switched up. Nothing is the same. Nothing is reminding you of, oh, there's my seat that I sit in every single day and I do my work. And then at 12 o'clock, when the alarm rings that's in the kitchen, I get up and I go and I eat my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You can get out of those routines by putting yourself in a new place, a new experience, and just build the life that you want to build for yourself and create it for yourself. So I was in not a rut, but a little bit of a instance where I wasn't really doing much when I was staying home as far as this podcast goes. I had all my recordings done. I hadn't done any editing. I hadn't really dug into how to do this. I got here to Paris and in 1 week, I had 24, 25 episodes edited and ready to go. And that's because I came here and I decided, what do I want my life to look like? I also got back into reading, and my meditation has been every single day. So, what did I want my life to look like? I wanted to make sure I was meditating every day. Done. Wake up and do it. I go to yoga every day. Done. I read my book after yoga. Done. I come back, I walk my dog. Done. I then sit down and I get the work done that I need to get done. And that's what I wanted my life to look like. I was stuck in these old routines that I couldn't just get myself to build this new life that I wanted for myself. And maybe this builds a new routine while I'm here, but it's easier when you pop into a new area to just build a new routine that is better, a new habit that is better for you. And I created that and I was able to do what I hadn't been able to do in 2 months. I did that in 1 week. The longer the period of time, the better. It forces you to know that you can't go back to the old you right now. You're literally here for a month and a half, and you need to be able to create the life that you want to be able to keep yourself happy. And this requires a lot of self discipline too, right? Because it's easy to come here and it's easy to say, I'm just gonna go out and I'm gonna drink every single night and I'm gonna party because I am in a foreign land and this is what I deserve to do. What's your reason for traveling? If that's your reason for traveling, then go do it. But if you're traveling because you want to find a new part of you, you want to discover yourself more, you want to discover a new culture, then the way to do it is to build the life that you want to build for yourself and to incorporate all those things in your new habits, your new routines. And it's so easy to build those new routines and habits when you do this traveling, especially solo traveling, because you don't have someone else with you that can guide you on the way or influence you to go out and do all these things. You are the decider. You make all of the decisions. Nobody can tell you what to do. You take stock of exactly how you were feeling at any single moment, and you get to decide what you do after that. Aside from that, traveling solo is also very cost effective. You decide how much to spend, where you go, what you do, and who you spend your time with, which is amazing. Watch last week's episode if you want to find more on how I'm traveling Paris for only $5,000 for the month, around there. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. Who knows? But we'll see. I'll give an update on that once I'm actually done with the month in Paris. I will round up all my expenses and show what we do here. But this is a huge benefit, guys. If you want to build a new you, a new person, you got to put yourself in a new situation, allow yourself to more easily create a new you. Now, you can do this at home. You can create a new person, a new routine, a new habit for yourself, but it's much easier at home to fall back into your old routines because you're around the same people, same things, same places. When you're at something completely new and you're alone and it's all up to you, you decide what your life is going to look like. You really get to see the importance of your own company and being present with yourself and feeling what you want to do at every single moment and leaning into that as much as possible to build the life that you want to build for yourself. So, peeps, I really appreciate you listening. I love jumping on these solo pods and talking to you guys. If you want to reach out to me on Instagram at Matt Amabile. You guys already know the vibes. Let's just keep this thing rocking, man. I love you guys. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I love traveling. I love being new places. I love experiencing new things. I love creating a life for myself. And I'm grateful for everything that I'm doing, everything I'm creating, everything that is being brought to me. And I'm grateful for you guys. So thank you and talk soon, peeps.